Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and here is my lightning soap bars made with turmeric, palm oil, papaya puree and carrot puree. And if you're interested in how I made these soap bars, then let's get into the video. In this video, I'll be making my cold process lightning soap bars. And firstly, I'll be measuring my oil fizz in this bowl. And I'll be using 4 oils for this soap bars: my red palm oil, my shea butter, sweet almond oil, and cold pressed coconut oil. I usually do not like making soap bars from scratch because I don't like working with acids. So I think this is my first soap bars made from scratch on this channel, and so your feedback will be very much appreciated. I'll first be measuring my red palm oil. I'll have all the ingredients listed in this video, so keep watching. And then I already have my pre-melted shea butter, and then I'm adding this to the palm oil already measured. And then I come with my sweet almond oil, and lastly my cold pressed coconut oil. I'll gently stir this and set it aside. I'll go ahead to measure the water phase, which is my lye solution. Endeavor to stay fully kit when you're working with acids, or when you're making lye solutions, or when you're making bar soaps from scratch. This is because lye can be very hazardous, so make sure that you're wearing your complete formulating outfits. This includes your gloves, and make sure that you even double it if the need be. Make sure you're wearing your lab coats, make sure you're wearing your eye goggles, your nose masks, and your formulating or your laboratory boots. It is very important. And also make sure that you're formulating in an airy place where you know there is enough ventilation. This is very important when making bar soaps from scratch. Okay, so I'll go ahead to measure my lye, which is my sodium hydroxide powder. After measuring my water and my lye, I'm going to be mixing them together. Never add water into your lye powder. Never ever add water into your lye powder, but instead add your lye powder, your sodium hydroxide powder, in your water. If you do it the other way around, it may cause explosion and you may not like the outcome. So always add sodium hydroxide powder in the water. And when you're doing this, make sure you're very careful, because the temperature would go high as much as boiling water. It will be very hot, and you make sure that it doesn't spill as well, because wherever it touches may not remain the same again. So keep mixing this until the sodium hydroxide is fully dissolved in the water and the water is completely transparent. Now see what the temperature looks like. This is 94.7 degrees Celsius, and that's about the temperature of boiling water. So coming back to my oil, I already added some stuffs off the camera. I actually didn't know that I wasn't recording, but what I have here is my turmeric and my oatmeal powder, and what I'm adding right here is my goat's milk powder. So I have turmeric, oatmeal and goat's milk, and then I'm adding my orange peel powder, and then I'll go ahead to add my kojic acid dip. I will have all the ingredients, like I said earlier, listed in this video, so keep watching. So in this oil, I have turmeric powder, oatmeal powder, goat's milk powder, orange peel powder, and kojic acid palmitate powder. So we have our kojic acid palmitate powder for lightening, we have our orange peel powder for brightening, and turmeric powder for brightening. We have goat's milk powder, which contains lactic acid for a bit exfoliation, and then we have our oatmeal powder for richness and smoothness. Okay, so I'm just going to be using my stick blender to blend all the ingredients together. After this, I'm going to be bringing my purees. I have my papaya puree and my carrot puree. Papaya and carrot are two great ingredients for skin. Papaya contains papain enzymes, which primary purpose is to exfoliate the skin and thereby brightening the skin. Carrot also contains beta-carotene and also helps to boost collagen production and makes the skin looks really nice, fresh and fair. I'm adding these purees in 100 grams each into my soap, and then I'm also going to take my stick blender and then I'm going to blend it into the rest of the ingredients. So it's time to mix both our oil phase and our water phase together. And after mixing, I'm going to immediately use my stick blender to stick these and to blend these to make sure that it comes to a trace. Now immediately it comes to a trace, make sure that you get your fragrance ready, pour in, and make sure that your soap mode is set too. Okay, so that it doesn't really waste your time for you to pour into your mold. So yeah, I'll keep blending until this comes to a fine trace. Okay, so yeah, here is it, and then I'll just get my mold and pour in this beautiful soap. I didn't add any coloring to this because the palm oil and the turmeric has given it enough color. Okay, so yeah, I'm pouring in my soap mold. And please, if you have watched up to this point, please subscribe to this channel and please give this video a big thumb up. Look at me, I want to design my soap. I really do not know how to design soaps. I'm going to learn this anyway, so that in my next video I should be better than this. So but let's make do of this for the now. So after doing this, I'm just going to set this aside till the next day, and then our soap is set and solidified. And then I'm going to come back the next day to show you how the soap is, and so that we can cut our bars. So here's the next day. After about 12 hours, I came back and here's how our soap looks like. I'm going to unmold this right away. So here's how our bar is, our big bar is, and then I'm just gonna get my knife or cutter and then I'm going to cut it into smaller bars. Meanwhile, this soap is still soft, it's not all that hard, and remember it still has the sodium hydroxide in it, which is an acid and which is so bad for your skin. So this soap has to cure for about 4 to 6 weeks in order for it to be safe for use. Meanwhile, it's still coloring on my gloves and on staining the table, but once it comes harder, the stains are all going to go off. Okay, so don't be bothered about the stains. It's because of the red palm oil and not necessarily the turmeric. See how the soap bars looked after curing for about 2 to 3 weeks. You can see that it's no longer staining. It is now strong and hard and so beautiful to use, and so it's still curing here. So let's get back to our video. So here are my beautiful soap bars. They're still very soft, but I'm going to let this cure for 4 to 6 weeks, and then I'll go ahead to enjoy my soap bars. This soap bars actually helps to lighten the skin. It's so beautiful. Like, you would see the effect in your skin within 4 to 6 weeks of use. It is not going to bleach the skin, so you know, but it's going to help give you that beautiful brightening and glow that your skin actually deserves. If this video is helpful to you, I hope you give me a thumb up, and if you're new to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Also follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, and you'll be glad you did. I'll be waiting for you there. And then I'm also going to be gifting some of these bars to some of us on Instagram. And if you're interested in getting one of these bars, please do well to visit our Instagram page and follow the instructions, and then one of these bars will be gifted to you. Also, any skin type can use this soap. The soap is very safe for all skin types to use, and even kids from about 5 years old can use this soap. The soap is so safe to use, and it gives a very beautiful brightening effect on the skin. So please, I want to see you in my next video. So please stay with us, and I would really appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until I see you in my next video, take care.